Hello everyone, Xerophobus here. So today we're going to be reviewing 91 Eusebio. Okay, so this card is just filth. Absolute filth. 93 pace, 93 shooting, 88 passing, 90 dribbling. The only bad stat in my terms is the 74 physical. You all know what I'm like about physical by now. But this card looks absolutely ridiculous. I'm surprised it's not a higher rated card, but still we expect him to be very quick, clinical, very good passing, insane dribbling, and as always, myth physical. Okay, so the only cheaper alternative for this card is just going to be Messi. So Messi has similar stats across the board, bars physical. So we're going to see if Eusebio is the next step up from Messi. Okay, so just looking at his stats, as we said, lads, he's a joke. He's absolutely ridiculous. The only stats, as I said before, that were kind of worrying were his physical stats. Like a strength and aggression are 69 and 68, so at least they're not too far apart. Sometimes you have players that have like really high strength and really low aggression. So what I've done today is I just put a chem on just to increase that strength, increase that aggression, increase his pace, and increase his shooting. But already, as you can see, those stats are just insane. Okay, so Ram has changed his team around. He's actually nice enough to have made me a fucking squad now, so I don't have to keep changing my tactics. But so what we've done is we have Kondongbi in the midfield, but who do I take off? I take Dembele off and put on Kante. That goes to a 4-2-3-1 with Eusebio, Akam, Messi at the right, and Promise at the left, and Icardi, the Bay, up front. Okay, lads, so just getting into the clips. This card is probably the best card I've reviewed. Yeah, and that is saying a lot. Messi was the standard. This card goes above that. So, like, there was no problem. There was no one problem with this card. There was literally no problem. I could not find a single problem with this card. The only thing, and this is really, really nitpicking, the only problem I could find with the card is sometimes with his dribbling, he is so precise in his dribbling it might seem a little bit heavy. It's not as fluid as Messi, but it's still ridiculous. But other than that, this guy can run, he can pass, he can shoot, he can hold off. He's only 5'9", I think, and he can hold off anyone. Like there were 2 or 3 times where he runs and he just holds people off with LT with ease, and then he goes up and scores worldies like that. He was honestly such a joy to use. I would kill to have him in my team. He is so broken. He's the sort of player that once he scores 1 or 2 goals in a full champs game, they're just gonna leave because they'll be like, nope, fuck this. There's no chance of me winning with this lad in the field. And trust me, he scores to fuck and assists to fuck. Like, we take Cruyff for example. I was expecting a lot out of that card. Was really disappointed. I was expecting a lot out of this card. I was not disappointed. If anything, I was in awe. Like, you're gonna see this launcher here. I don't think he hits it perfectly, and it goes top ins. He's a joke. Like, he's just an absolute joke. He is the best card I reviewed yet. He's a monster. He's so fucking good. Absolutely insane. Okay, lads. So we gave him a 9.2 in the weighted average. So that is higher than Messi, and that is down to his strength. His strength is just. It was the most surprising stat out of all of them. It really was. Like, I didn't think the chem would give him that much of a boost, but it really did. Like, he held up people very, very well. Okay, so just going through his stats. His pace is a 9.5 out of 10. The only reason why this is not a 10 is just, how would I describe it? Like, I'm using Aubameyang. When Aubameyang gets going, you're not going to catch him. When Mbappe gets going, you are not going to catch him. You're just not going to catch them. So he is still very, very quick. It's just because he's not as tall. So we gave him a 9.5 out of 10 for dribbling. So as I said in the clips, his dribbling is absolutely amazing. It's just, if you compare him to Messi, his dribbling is just not as fluid as Messi's. It's still very good though, lads. Seriously, it's absolutely amazing. It's just not as good as Messi's. His strength, as I said, the most surprising stat, 8 out of 10, that he really held people off really, really well. And his passing was a 9 out of 10. His passing is fucking insane. It's just not a 10. Like, he didn't do anything amazing for me. So I can't give any higher than the 9. Like, he set up the play well. His movement was great. He was always in the position for the pass. I can't give higher than a 9 because he didn't pull off like an amazing assist or do like an amazing back heel like Messi or anything of that nature. Okay, so is he full champs ready? Yes, 100%. He's full champs ready. He will destroy teams. So, like, I know he costs like 2.3 million, and people are going to say, well, you know, he's only better than Messi in one sense. Trust me, he is better than Messi. He is better than Messi. It's hard to say that because Messi is so fluid on the ball and, you know, can get the play going, but there's certain games where you're just going to get pushed off the ball. Eusebio does not get pushed off the ball. And he's, like, he's just so fun to use. He's so, like, his dribbling, his strength, his shooting, his passing, he's just a really fun card to use. And, like, I know I think it's like a 1.5 million difference, but trust me, he is worth that 1.5 million difference. He is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, lads, so that's going to be the end of this review. I know a lot of yous are putting in requests for the icons. I'm doing my best to get those requests done. It just, that depends on Ram buying these icons. It's his team that I have to go off. Like, I don't have the coins at the moment, so I'll try my best to get the icons done. But if there's any other cheaper players, lads, please let me know. If you want me to do players like normal Hazard, or as I've done like Aguero, or the player of the month that I've been doing, if there's any like cheap alternatives that I've done before in the past that you want me to do, let me know. Or if there's any normal cards you want me to do, please let me know. The icons are going to take a lot longer than those cards, because those cards I can actually afford, whereas the icons depend on RAM and G. Right, anyway, lads, that's going to be the end of this video. Cheers for watching.